Hi guys, good afternoon. Thanks for watching. Yeah, so today I have a little rant. Sort of things that I see quite often, especially in this business. I'm with a lot of social network apps and stuff, and obviously that's how I get a bit of work and stuff, which is brilliant. There's so many positives and stuff like that, but also a lot of negatives that myself and other lockies have to deal with, which is quite frustrating. One of them is, well, basically, not all locksmiths are conmen. And what I mean by that is I see this so much, like in big capital letters. All locksmiths this and all locksmiths are that. They're out there to rob you and blah, 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 blah. Which, yeah, some of them are. I totally understand you. I totally get it. There are some arseholes out there who will do it. But not all locksmiths are like that. We're not. Let me promise you now, let me tell you something straight from the heart, right? A professional, reliable, honest locksmith will not scam you. Period. They just wouldn't. And I've got friends that do. I've got friends in the business. They don't do that. We take so much pride and passion in our work. We will not do that to you. It's these twats that, watch a few videos on YouTube. I don't know. Or, I don't know, be on a building site and watch a guy do it because they're supposed to be painting, or they might see someone do it. And all of a sudden they're locksmiths. And they have no knowledge, they have no tools, they have no insurance, they have no accreditation, they have nothing. But they call themselves locksmiths. And then what they do is they get a few things together and then they advertise that they're this and that. And they just take people for granted. And we're not that, we're not like that. As I said, the honest people, we're not like that. We don't do that. We go through years and constant just money and some outgoings and training and things like that to make our jobs better and to make us do the best job possible. These arseholes don't do that. They don't do that. They don't take no care or consideration in their work or even anyone else. All they care about is money. And me, for one, and also people I know, it's not about the money. It's not about the money. It's not about the money for me. I love my job. I love the fact that I can get up every morning, I can help people, I can do things for them. In a sticky situation, emergency, I love being put on pressure. I love the pressure of the job. There's so many aspects that I love about this job. It's not about the money. It's not about the money. And the fact is, and say these arseholes that go around and they give us the bad name, it's all about money for them. And I see it so much, and I say I read them on your next door apps and all your social media like your Facebook and saying that I just been robbed for 600 something pounds for a lockout, blah blah blah. Well, I sort of had to say, like, you're to blame for that. A good example for me is, like, I have stuff get done. I know, for instance, if I was to get an electrician around or a gas man around, I'm not going to pay him before the work. So I'm not going to, say, oh, thingy. If he tells me a quote, I'm going to go on that quote. So with me, I will never, ever, ever do a job, even get my tools out of my bag before I have agreed with the customer the quote. So therefore, that's the agreement that I have with that person. So they know, for instance, how much they're going to be paying. There's no extras. There's no thing on top. So that's how I get my business. That's how I've got a good name for myself, because, as I say, there's no extras, there's no thing. But with these guys, they don't even give them a quote. They just go for it and they just give them the invoice at the end. But then I sort of would say to the people who are doing it, you've got to blame for that, because you should be asking the questions. A good example as well is if you hired someone. My reviews are very top, because I take good care of my work. So my reviews are high. I've got great, recommendations from people. I get recommendations from other locksmiths. So that all helps. So obviously, when it comes to things like that, it's all good. But these guys, they don't have that, So they'll have crap reviews. Some won't even have no reviews. They'll just show up because they'll be top of the Google list because they paid for it. And then they'll show up with just a drill, no tools, nothing. I've heard the stories. And for me, if I see a guy come to my house with just a drill, I'll be raising questions, you know. I'll be like, well, hold on a minute, like, you know, like me, I have uniform, you know. Not everyone has uniform, but I have uniform. I have name tag, you know. I always wear my ID with me everywhere I go. So little things, you know, you got to pick up on. So always, guys, please, whenever you hire a locksmith, do your research. Whether it's 5 minutes or 5 freaking hours, yeah, do your research, the reviews, the company, etc. Right? If it's too good to be true, it bloody is. All right, straightforward, it is. Is probably one of the most cliche quotes I say on a daily basis to customers. If it's too good to be true, it is. £49 to do this. The lock probably cost about £80. So how is the job going to be £49? That guy now has to drive wherever it is. It could be 5-10 miles. That's petrol. He's going to go there. He's going to change a lock for you for £49 when the lock cost him 80 quid. Then he's got to get paid. Guys, it's common sense, you know. So when you hire a professional locksmith, you've got to remember and take in consideration, you know, that it's very expensive. You know, it's very expensive to run a business by yourself, and you have other people. So you've got to, as I say, take careful consideration when you're trying to barter with a price and stuff like that. You know, the quote's a quote. The quote's a gentleman's agreement. And there's so many aspects. I mean, to the arsehole locksmiths who have no knowledge and don't give a shit, they don't have any of those problems. All they pay is Google, I don't know, £100 a month to get them on the top of a list, and that's it. When it comes to us guys, the professionals, there's so many aspects that come into a monthly, what has to come with it. Like, so for instance, the fees and stuff, you know. So when you hire a professional locksmith, you know, you're the knowledge, the experience, tools, taxes, licenses, liabilities, insurances, commitment, fuel, discipline. Guys, the list goes on. So it really frustrates me, you know. As I say, it's very rare I don't get a lot of work because my quotes are really good. As I say, I'm a reasonable guy, I'm not a greedy man. But take in consideration when you do that next. Like, for instance, when I go and take my car for a servicing, I will never ever say anything to the guy that's doing my car, because he's a professional. I don't know anything about cars. I haven't got a clue. I can just about turn the engine on and turn it off. So I'm not going to have a dispute with someone that's going to fix my car. He knows what he's talking about. He might be robbing me. If he does a great job, so be it. What can I say? He's doing something that I am not trained to do. Same with electrician and plumber. I get it. You know, that's a lot of money. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of money. But if I want a professional job and I want it done perfectly, I will pay that. I will pay it. So it won't bother me. It's if I pay loads of money and it's a shitty job, absolutely. You've got every right to moan. But then if I got, you know, say for instance, I got a shit job from an electrician, I wouldn't therefore say all electricians are crap. I just wouldn't do that. That electrician is a crap, and I will oust him and I will put him out there and I will put his business and say, look mate, unless you recorrect what I've paid you for, I'm going to name and shame you. So what I say is, if you do that, well, next time if you're watching this and you have done that, just bear in mind that you're giving really good guys who are trying to run a business, who have families and mortgages and stuff like that, you're not helping us by doing that, because we are the good guys and we're trying. So yeah guys, it's just, as I say, sorry to go on about that one, but it really does leave a bitter taste in my mouth, and I'm sick and tired. I keep seeing it. And as I say, so if you are watching this and you know, take my notes of what I'm saying, thank you. And yeah, please, as I said, just do your reviews. It's so simple. When I go out for a meal with my missus, first thing I do, review. Straight away, I look at the reviews. Oh, that looks lovely. Happy days. Can't expect all 5 stars. Some people are just miserable and they're not happy no matter what they do. Fine. But if it looks, you know, if I'm getting good feedback, I'll go to that place. And I'm not going to moan. I'm not going to, if it's, I don't know, £5 or £10 for a 3-course meal, I don't expect it to be amazing, to be honest. I don't expect it to be amazing. So I'm not going to sit there and say, oh, well, yeah, I'm going to give it a bad review because, you know, I'm not paying that. If you're paying cheap prices, don't expect top-end work. or top end food or whatever I say, if you put it as a metaphor. So as I say, rant over. Hope you all got it put on board. All to all my other lockies that watch this, thanks a lot, guys, and see you later.